What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my studio. I'm Joseph Finchum, and you're my patrons. And this is my first patron-only live stream, so I hope you enjoy it, and I'm glad some of you are here. Hello, Ashley, Gypsy Heart Crafts, and Tara Giblin, or Tara Giblin Art. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we'll have some fun. I don't know. We'll see. I want to mention all of my patrons right off the bat. Tamara, Ashley, Tara, Lynn Creative, and my newest patron, Teresa. Lynn and Teresa both said they wouldn't be able to join in today, and that's sad, but we'll push on. How's everybody doing? Let's not cover everything. Off to a good start. Okay, so let's get started. What we're doing here today is, if you saw the thumbnail, we're doing a Tree of Life design, and I have some plans for this afterwards. Hopefully we're going to get through more than just the tree today. I don't know, but we're going to try. So, I know I don't know if you can even see this. Oh, is the autofocus going? Let's turn that off. I think I remember how to do this. Right, hopefully that's good. Hopefully you can see I have the page split to have, quarters, perfect halves, and a big circle. The tree is going to go within the circle, and I want the very center of the tree to be the exact center because I have an idea of maybe afterwards trying to do something with Illustrator and make like an animation of it, like drawing itself. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but I think I have those kind of skills. But we're just going to get started here and start drawing this tree. I have a basic idea of how I want the tree to look. I'm just going to make some squiggly lines. You don't want really straight lines because trees grow weird. And I do plan on doing some kind of crisscrossy lines. Can you see this? This is only a 2B pencil, so I'm hoping you can see it. Let me know. Thank you, Gypsy. It does mean a lot to me. So, thank you, and thank Jared for me. That might have to get a little thinner towards the end. All corrections we can make later. I do plan on inking this at some point, and I'm either going to use, I'm not sure yet, I'll let you guys chime in, because I also don't even know if I'm going to do it as an edited video, the inking, or if I'm going to do it for the next possible Patreon only live stream. We'll have to see down the road, but I'm either going to ink it with the micron markers, the fine point micron markers, Pigma micron, or I'm going to use actual pen and nib and ink. So, not sure yet. We'll have to see. I would also like your opinions on the broken branch. In my sketch, I have a broken branch. It's kind of like that thing they do. Um, with like the rugs, like the Indian woven rugs, like they always make a knot wrong because nothing's supposed to be perfect kind of thing. And I always draw a broken branch in my tree. The question is, should it be as big as it is, or should it be just like one of the smaller branches on the bottom with like a crick in it? So we'll have to see. And I am using the Faber-Castell Graphite Aquarelle pencils. Um, I'm hoping that they will erase good if I have to erase. You like the broken branch? Cool. So do I. You guys really can't see this, can you? Um, see if I can darken it a bit. Hmm. I don't see anything changing. Why are you not changing? Oof. Hmm. Maybe if I go to the full screen, can you see that a little better? I mean, I am going light at the moment because I know there will be parts I have to erase. So hopefully we can make this a little bit more visible without ruining anything. Um, I'm trying to get it so that it has even placement between these points that are going. Wow, what was that? Hmm, I don't know. Even placement between the branches that break the edge. And if you saw in the thumbnail, uh, the flowers from the other drawing, which was basically just a doodle I made while sitting around watching TV. Um, those are gonna, I'm gonna I'm gonna fill most of the top with those flowers and that leaf kind of, I guess it's almost like a Zentangle pattern. Trying to darken this up a little so you can see it better. Hopefully that's coming up. That's a good question, Tara. Considering that we're bracing for a blizzard here, I'm gonna say it's a winter storm that broke the branch. Yep, we're putting it in. That's backwards. There. I think I like the shape better in the original drawing, so let me angle this out a little bit more. Get a better split there. Okay. We're starting to get this blocked in. Once I make sure I get the line kind of the way I want it, I'll go back through and darken them up for you so that hopefully you're seeing at least some of this. I can change anything I need to in the inking, I hope. Me too. I also have that problem. That looks about right. Okay, so continuing this down. One comes over here. Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining. I don't really think we need a mod today, but you're always welcome. I'm looking at OBS to see what you can see and what you can't, and then just trying to fix that. And Angela, now that you're here, let's go back to now that you're here, the storm coming. Predicted for us to start between 10 and midnight, and we're starting to get flurries here already. So whatever they're telling you, it might be early. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. And hopefully, just as I add more branches and stuff and get more of the drawing done, it will, the camera will adjust a little bit, and hopefully it'll pick this stuff up all a little bit better. I love drawing trees because You don't ever really need completely straight lines. You can wiggle and change direction wherever you want. So much fun. Now I'm just starting to fill into other places. Figure out what kind of joint I want for this limb. And I know I am gonna put at least a couple of crisscrossing branches in here somewhere. Um, my original sketch has no crisscrossing, so give it a little bit more depth. Yeah, it's better for me too. Me in those places, we don't we don't get it wrong. And going back to what was it Tara who said it something last week about always kind of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time? Yeah, I do that too. I'm not sure I've ever heard scut before, so I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna assume it's okay. I'm gonna do this one coming up this way, going behind this one to create that point. Take one coming off of here, go behind this one. we're all trouble. You got me laughing, so that's good. Do I want that one coming from there? I'm gonna go more on this side. So try and balance it out a little bit. Because this branch doesn't break the surface. The surface? Is that what I mean to say? Probably not. Doesn't break the border. Hmm. There's no set number for any of these branches. I'm just trying to get them to be at least a little even in their placement. And trying to get not too repetitive. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to double cross this one. So that I remember that is crossing. And when I'm looking to make a new branch, uh, I always start from a spot where I put like a little curve or a wiggle because it just makes it look more natural. I don't know if that helps anybody, but it works for me. It's kind of how I visualize the branch in my head. Mm, I wanted this one to be a little higher, and I forgot to make it higher. I don't want to fill in too much space because then the flower pattern will be harder to get in later. Aha. Okay. So I get the idea. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're going to start getting into some of the roots down here. Mm. This is going to have to end up being a little bit wider. This is the taproot, the most very important root of them all. I don't want anything to be exactly the same on either side, but I want it to be mostly symmetrical. Oh, it was Teresa that said it. Okay. Yeah. I think you're talking about. Yeah. Let me give this a quick sharpen. Definitely losing my point. Yeah. Am I moving my table? Yes, I am. Okay. Starting to look good. That'll happen. I have a cat that can open the back screen door. Luckily, it can't open the actual door yet. Good response, Angela. Trying to be a little sketchy with the roots. Just to try and give them a little different feel than the branches. And there's definitely less parts of the roots which are breaking the border, like on the top. Because I'm not sure yet. I don't know if it'll look bad or good if I add the flowers throughout the whole thing or just in the top area. I'm just sorry. I'm looking at it to try and balance the composition. I didn't mean to do that. Making sure I fill in the spots I want to, but leave enough room for those flower designs. Couldn't figure out where the breeze was coming from. Not having a dog and having it happen. That's a little odd, isn't it? Okay, I think that's where we're gonna call it on the tree. I think we're done. With all the basic form, anyway. Yeah. So, try and give you a little example here without wrecking anything. The way I'm going to do the flowers are all going to be very simple illustration type designs. Make a circle. I'll go with 3 petals here. Make a quick, easy flower. Give it a couple little details. And then I'm going to give every one a halo. But then, like for the next one, instead of doing it exactly the same, I'll do like the 3 petals, and you give it 3 pieces, instead of, then you can do another one and blacken in the center, 3 petals, and so on and so on. So that there's going to be a lot of variation in the flowers, but not so much in the leaves. The leaves will be mostly the same. But you got to figure out where to start and how much of it I want to fill. Thinking like all this area here from the end all the way up. But we can start by just placing some. And I'm just going to start by putting in little circles. Ooh, someone really wants some attention. I don't know if you can hear Freckles out there yelling. Give me 1 second. You got him? Okay. Okay. He was taken care of before I even needed to go out there. That's good. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to start mostly in the triangle areas, just to see where I'm going to have to fill in. And hopefully keep it balanced. And I'm trying not to make them all the same size, but close to the same size. just figuring out all of the placement. There's going to be a lot of flowers. And some of the flowers and leaves will overlap branches and some will not. That happens to me too. We have a door that will sometimes open itself. I'm trying to make these a little bit not stagnant in their placement, if that makes sense. Here. So many little flowers I'm going to be drawing. Mm. Mm. Where to put you? One there. Is it looking balanced? If you see anything, shout it out. Okay. Give a quick sharpen again. We'll start getting some of these flowers done. Okay. Doesn't matter where I start, but point broke. I'm gonna do a bunch of threes, then I'll do a bunch of fours. Let's make that overlap. More down over here somewhere. Go with this one. Okay. Yeah, we'll start doing some as fours. Same process, just tinier circles. Oh, never mind, you got them. Yep. I got them. Thank you. It is definitely not a pumpkin spice latte, and it's Diet Coke. That tends to be one of my drinks of choice. Should be water, but it's not. And I'm trying to give them. Sometimes I'm trying to make them look straight on. Sometimes I'm trying to give them just a little bit of an angle so that they're not all exactly the same. go with this one. But it's only slightly different. You got two there, put one here. One down here somewhere. Okay. Let's do some fives. And that, I mean, it is showing up for you now, right? I'm hoping that I'm pressing hard enough. Too close, so let's go here. No Mentos. Not in the studio. That sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, terrible, terrible idea. This is the tedious part. Drawing so many tiny little petals. But it's definitely starting to fill in. So that's good. Five. Let's go here. Do this one a 5 too, since I have 5 on the other side. Sharpen up again. Just a little bit. Okay. So now we can add a little bit more distinction. We will I don't know if you can see that. That's like 3 round petals and 4 round petals and 4 long petals. Um, Draw one big for you. Okay. Is that visible? Yes. Okay. So basically, something like that. I just don't know how much you can see some of this thin stuff. So let me, there we go. How's that looking so far? Why is everything in here so sticky? Yeah, that's exactly what I would be thinking. Why is everything in here so sticky, Ashley? I am not that kind of channel. I'm not gonna try and say that with the right pronunciation, Angela, because I know I'll get it wrong. That one's over, that one's behind. Thank you. It means a lot to hear that. I'm going to have to start putting on some of these halos. The slight halo effect is because I want them to stand out a little bit more from the leaves once this goes to color. I don't know yet what I'll use to color it, but I'm leaning towards the Prismacolor markers since this is being drawn on Bristol. And I know they work well on Bristol. But I want that gap of the white to give them that little bit of pop. Oh, I missed that one. Thank you too, Angela. And thank you, Tara. Thank you. I hope I'm making this stream worth your while. I know if I'm not like Ashley and Angela with the gift of gab. I've said it before, but you guys really, really know how to keep it going. But I have gotten better. I watched yesterday, I watched my first ever live stream that I did, and I did it, it was, I think it was only half an hour long, and I spoke for like 5 minutes maybe. Oh, it was terrible. So, I've come a long way. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm letting some of them overlap and some of them I'm not letting overlap with the branches, like just the halo part. Anything to try and give it a little bit more dimension and depth. Because in the end, what we really want is for it to be interesting. Something visually interesting. I'm the exact opposite. I'm pretty much quiet 24/7, and every now and then you might hear something. I don't ever really talk to myself. And if you do hear my voice in my own house, it's usually me telling a cat to stop doing something. Because you know how those little scientists are. They're constantly knocking stuff on the ground, moving things around, and bouncing off of walls. Yes, I have cats that literally bounce off the walls. I don't know why, but he will run down the hallway, run up the wall, down the wall, and then back down the hallway. If anybody knows why this happens, let me know. Cats are weird. Darken that up a little bit. Putting in all these dark outlined flowers, and it's really making me realize how light I drew the original branches. When I can, I will darken these up for you. I forgot to finish that one. And nobody told me. Yeah, that's a good one, Gypsy. That's my dad. My dad does that. He's a talk to yourself kind of person. I'm not. And maybe those things are connected. I don't know. Dang it. Ooh, that's a lot of flowers, man. It's like Valentine's Day in here, drawing so many flowers. Is that all of them? Okay. Start giving them some details. Hmm. And go back to the Jews. Where did I do one of the circles is over there, so I'll do another circles over here. That right there was about as close as I get to talking to myself. You're your own worst bad influence. I like to say I'm a good example of a bad example. Sure, most of this detail is being lost on you guys, so let me try and pick it up a little bit by doing more of the flowers. Mhm. These ones are getting 6 petals. told you it was going to get there quick, Angela. I don't even know what it's doing out here now. Still just looks like flurries, so. Okay. Now I'm going to try and do a little bit of a different shape. I'm going to do 5 petals again, but I'm going to try and change the shape up a little by starting with the points and then connecting the points, which will give you a little bit more of like a petunia shape, I think, hopefully. I'll do a 4 on this one because I think I kind of screwed it up. So now you guys know that there's one 4 that should be a 5 that isn't. You're in on the secret for now. I'm sure I'll eventually put this up on YouTube. I just don't know how long I should wait. How long did you wait, Ashley? $12 inches plus. That's what we're supposed to get, and I don't want that much. One more down over here somewhere. Every time. hate when pencil points break. That sounds good. That sounds about right. I don't think I really care if these would get rowdy, because I don't get rowdy. But if you guys want to, feel free. I'll still post it. I don't care. And if I do something with this in Illustrator, it'll be a lot easier because, you know, you only really have to make each flower once. And then you can just copy it, pop it in wherever you want. We're getting there. That seems to be my motto when live streaming. We're getting there. Did I miss any? Put a 3 there. What I'm going to do now is, since we're getting close to the limit here, I'm going to try and kind of finish off this side a little bit. Give it some different shaped flowers. Okay, now quick sharpen. I'm going to halo some of these, and then I'm going to start doing some leaf work over here so you can see what I'm talking about. You know, let me put in one more flower down here. That's 4, that's a 6. Let me put a 5. There's a 5 over there, but I'll put a 5 over here. Okay, start. Pencil broke again. Well, the tip broke, not the pencil. All haloed first. Make sure everything on this side is got its halo. That's an interesting way of doing it. I don't know if I'm ready for every other week yet, though. I'm starting off with once a month to make sure I can actually come up with the extra idea to do, you know? As I've said in some of my regular live streams, I have a tendency of not coming up with my ideas until the day or day before the stream. So I'm hoping that having something planned at least gets me thinking about it sooner. Okay, so for the leaves, what we're going to do is we're just going to start building them in. Some will overlap branches, some will not. And like with the flowers, with the petals, I don't know if you can see this, um, how I did the thing with the lines coming out on them, stuff like this. What I'll do for the leaf is the leaves, the line will always come from the top and head back towards the center. And that way, as it gets more and more complicated, I'll be able to tell by, hopefully, by the shape, what needs to be colored what. So, give it its lines. That's it. And I'll add a couple of leaves to each flower. Let this one overlap. This is going to be a tiny one that just goes in the back. Hopefully I'll remember that. as I build them up, I'll just continue to add the shapes into the back. So like, say, let me see if I can zoom this in a bit for you. So like right in here, where I put a couple around this flower and I put a couple around this flower. Now I'll add more, but I'll keep them behind. And I'll just keep making it get denser and denser as I go. Like I said, some will go behind, some will go in front. And we'll just keep doing this over and over again. Sounds like a country song, huh? Hmm. Interesting. And because I'm going to ink this, uh, everywhere there's a tiny little gap, that'll get filled in with black, and it'll hopefully have the same look as that other one that I was doing. The other half of the thumbnail thing with the circle, triangle, and the spirally shape thing, which again was just a doodle, but it was a fun doodle. Losing my point. That's the wrong slot. So, did it again. Broke my pencil again. My pencil broke, my cat left me, my truck died. Am I doing it right? I don't know country. All I know about country music is that if you play it backwards, a guy gets his wife back, his dog back, his truck back. I'm jumping over here real quick just so I can show you. Nothing is going to break the border. So anywhere I get to the border with a leaf, the only thing breaking the border will be the end of the branches. But I think you're getting the general idea of what I'm going to be doing with it. I hope. Hopefully you're getting the general idea, is what I'm saying. more packed they get, the more complicated they get to draw. I'll show that, but I have no idea what you're saying. See? Okay. So you get the idea of where this is going. I I really hope you enjoyed this first Patreon only live stream, and that that was wrong. Let me go back to this one. That was the wrong button again. Um, I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. I'm gonna probably come back to this tomorrow when I can't go anywhere or do anything because it's snowy outside. Not like I did anything today or the day before. I don't go anywhere. I'm a hermit. Um, what is this? Revert, abort. Ooh, yeah, no, yeah, that that would be a bad idea. That's possible, Clark. I didn't think about that, but that is possible. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I hope this gives you a little something extra. I'm trying to get there with the perks and stuff, but it's tough when you really got nothing else to give. Um, although Teresa, is it Teresa? No, Tara. I, you should be expecting something soon in the mail because uh, I had a couple of things that I gave to Tamara for being the first patron, and you're the first. You were the first $9 patron, so you're gonna get one too. It's basically just gonna be a couple of little photo prints, but I hope you like them when you get them. Don't know when they're coming, but they should be coming soon. Um, yeah, thank you so much for being patrons, helping me out, and I hope to do more for you guys in the future. So, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.